Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong. Right next to me is Marques Jones, and one of the OG MMA fighter from Sacramento area. Now, let's introduce you once again to all the MMA fight fans out there. Where are you born and raised, Marques?
Hey guys, so I'm born and raised in San Leandro, California, and I've mainly been growing up around Fairfield, and I train out, like you said, in the Sacramento area at Team Alpha Male with Uriah Faber, and black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I got my black belt under Fabio Prado. He's Carlson Gracie lineage. So.
And you've been a black belt for how many years now?
Almost 5 years now.
Almost 5 years. Yeah. I mean, I've been watching you fight as an amateur, running into you different places, and in a blink of an eye, like I probably know you for almost 8, 9 years, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's almost a decade, So Marques is always that's an OG right there. Now, what lives, things happening personal for the last few years? What's going on in your personal life?
So I've been inactive. My last fight was about 3 years ago. I took some time off to recover after that. I had a TKO loss, so I wanted to take some time off and improve. And after doing that, I had a string of opponents that fell out, and that led into me getting injured, and so I had to take some extended time off last year. So I'm all recovered now. I'm training up to where I was at before and making improvements still. So I'm ready to get back in there.
Now, you always been asking to fight 125 pound. It's just not a whole lot of 125 pound fighters in the Bay Area, and it just happened this fight coming up against Carry-On Sounder from Charles Gracie. He's a Charles Gracie black belt. He just got his black belt not too long ago, seasoning, but he's also been around the sport for like 7 years, I believe, and as amateur, but he fights like once every year and a half for one amateur fight, and finally get to the point where he's like, I need to turn pro. I don't want to keep doing the amateur. So now, I know you guys fighting 135 pound weight class. What do you walk around weight?
Right now, I walk around like low 150s. So
you guys are almost identical.
Yeah, we're close in weight. I can make 125 if I need to, but 35 makes sense for this fight because of my opponent. He's been on my radar for a while, and he's fought guys who were like similar size to me. So I don't feel like he'll have the size advantage fighting a 35er this time. I think it'll be an even fight where we're not cutting weight and we can perform better. So I'm excited about that.
So now, when you're watching Carry-On Saunders fight, where do you see yourself having an advantage on him?
I think in the striking department, I can have an advantage. I think with my height and reach advantage, I might be able to land more variety of strikes against him and fight on the outside. I don't know. On the ground, I see. I'm dangerous on the floor too. If he takes me down, it's going to be a hard night for him. My bottom game is really good. My guard game, I like setting up leg locks. I have a good top game. If I do, if I'm able to sweep him, it's going to be a bad time. So
now, Carry-On, I did an interview with him 2 days ago, and he's talking about like, hey, two grapplers together, sometime it turned into a striking fight. So now I know he's always kind of more towards to the shorter side of striking. Previously when I'm watching him fight, and striking is always like kind of he doesn't show a whole lot. It's always like more like he's a grappler. It's interesting fight because you're a good grappler too. So it's like a two grappler black belt together. It might end up becoming a slugfest. It's like you never know. So it's interesting. When I interview him, he really want to showcase of his improvement on his stand-up game, which means a lot of people kind of want to see like what he can do stand up, because every time he stand up is always taking people down and turn into a grappling match. And he hasn't fought anybody like a black belt level jiu-jitsu yet. This is the first time he actually kind of fighting somebody that have very good grappling background that he might not having an advantage on it. So it's kind of interesting to see how this fight is going to play out. So now on your training regimen, what's your training camp look like on this upcoming one? You got 6-7 more weeks away from the fight, and how do you prepare for your camp?
So I've been doing conditioning on my own on days where I can't train with the team. I've been training at Team Alpha Male 3 days a week. Right now, 2-3 days a week, alternating. And I'm sparring over there. I'm getting sparring in with my coach Kevin Felipe. So I'm training with him as well at nights at the Fairfield gym.
Kevin Felipe, that's my 185 champion.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh shit! Is
my-
Kevin, yeah. Is Kevin's gonna corner you?
I believe so. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I've been seeing Kevin for a while. He's been so active. It's like almost fighting every month for like a while. Does he have any fight lined up, Kevin?
No, he's pushing for one. I think he's only fought once or twice this year, but he's been trying to get one again. So
Maybe I hit him up and get him on the defend his title on the 24. Let's see how.
maybe, I don't know if he's busy.
Yeah, keep him busy. So wow, that's crazy. So Kevin Felipe, now do you have a full-time job, Marcus?
I do. Yes, I work in Fremont at Land Research. So
Land research.
Yeah.
Is it a city job?
No, it's not a city job. It's like a tech job.
Oh, so
I'm
you're a computer guy.
No, I'm like a facilities guy. I keep like the lights on, the stuff in the building. I keep that all working.
It's like a maintenance building.
Yeah, more of that long.
Wow, how long have you been doing that?
It's been about 7 years at that.
7 years.
Yep.
Oh shoot. Now, what do you wanna? Where do you see yourself going from here on fighting? Like, what's your goal trying to achieve in fighting?
Well, I don't know. I just want to take it one fight at a time. Like, depending on what happens, every fight can potentially be your last. But my goal is to have at least 10 professional fights. So, after this one, ideally I would like to stay active and just, if hopefully I don't take damage, too much going after this fight, and I could go right back into another one.
Well, August 16th is our next show.
Okay.
I mean, after you renew all your medicals and stuff, maybe get back on. Now, on your next upcoming fight, I'm not saying you're looking over past carry on.
No.
But after this fight, do you want to go back to 125, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer to go back to 125 unless there's another 125er out there that would, want to be 135.
Right.
That's always cool too. But yeah, 125 is the ideal weight class for me going forward.
That's pretty awesome. Do you have anybody in mind that you wants to fight? Anyone that you fought before, or you want to rematch, or anyone in the Bay Area, up and comers that you have eyes on?
No, I haven't been keeping my eyes out like very recently for like who's coming up on the scene locally. So I don't have anybody in particular I'm trying to call out, but I'll be watching if there's any 125ers on this card to see how they perform. Yeah,
so we have the main event is 100. I think the co-main event is 125 pounds, but it's crazy because Anthony Doe.
He's retiring, right?
Yeah, this is his last fight, and then he's always been fighting 115 too. But the thing, like, you can't really find 115-pound fights in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
in the United States in general, it's really hard to find that weight class. The only weight class like that happens in Asia. You fight for one championship, they have a straw weight for guys, but like in the States, it's really hard to find a straw weight. I don't even know anybody is a straw weight. So
yeah, it's rare.
Yeah, and then he's fighting a Hawaiian guy that it's a 125-pound fighter, and looking forward to come flying in to perform. But they both have like 10 plus profiles, and I don't think the state will approve to have you fight one of those guys. But I know there's a few people, I'm not sure you know them, like Aaron Hunter. He's looking into making a pro debut. He was supposed to be making a pro debut on my last event, but his opponent Steve Gomez broke his hand.
Okay.
So it ended up the fight didn't happen. So we're trying to reschedule, rebook that fight. So those two is they're making a pro debut. That's a possibility. And
I've seen Aaron. Yeah.
Let's see. Do you ever train with him?
No, I never trained with him. He fought a couple of my friends. He fought Alex and Daniel. I think
That's right. He fought Alex and Daniel. Yeah.
So
that's another guy. He's another vet too. He's been an amateur for so long, and I told him,
he's OG. Yeah.
Bro, you need to go pro, man. You in your 30s now. No point to even keep waiting in the amateur. So now, if people want to get a hold of you, Marcus, to buy a ticket, come watching you fight, how can people contact you?
Best way to contact me is to hit me up on Instagram, Marques Jones 90. That's my Instagram handle. Or you can come visit me, you know, at either gym that I teach it at. I teach at Felipe Bragio MMA gym that's in Rancho Cordova. And then I also teach at Team Alpha Fairfield. And then also I'm at the Team Alpha Male in Sacramento in the mornings. So Monday, Tuesday, I'm over there.
Are you over there teaching or you just training?
I'm just training over at the headquarters.
At the headquarters?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, you know. So now for more information about this upcoming fight card, making sure you guys check out DragonHouseMMA.com. We are updating the website this upcoming week. A lot of fights, matchups going to be up on the website. Making sure you guys stay tuned. It's a huge stack card. I think we have a little bit more pro fights on this one, and probably like between 6 or 8 pro fights, and about 15 to 16 amateur fights. So it's going to be really nice. Door opens at 3 p.m. at Kezar Pavilion. First amateur fight kicks off at 4 p.m. Pro card kicks off at 6 p.m. So don't miss it out, guys. It's going to be a huge stack card. And please subscribe my YouTube channel. Give me some love and support. Follow me on Instagram, so keep it update on what's going on in our gym, what's going on in our promotion, and what's upcoming events and all the details. If I don't want to get on the next upcoming card or the following this card, May 24, DM me. And we are trying to add a few more amateurs on this upcoming card as well. Now, any special loved one, training partner, supporters that you want to shout out to?
Yeah, just the guys over at Team Alpha Fairfield, Ephraim Alva and Sabrina Alva. They've been huge supporters with me, and also Coach Felipe Bragio out of Bragio MMA, and of course my coach Fabio Prado. You know, he's given me my jiu-jitsu abilities, so you know I've learned a lot from him, and you know I'm proud to represent him.
Is Fabio coming to corner you?
I don't know if he's around for that one.
I see.
Yeah.
But Kevin Felipe will be the one.
Kevin will be in possibly Ephraim, yeah, if not with Fabio.
That's pretty awesome. Now, if your opponent, Carrion Simon, watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
Hey, Carrion, I hope you're training hard, and I hope you make it to the fight healthy. You know, I'll be ready, and yeah, looking forward to it.
This is the one. 2 black belts going at it. So if you don't want to see grappling, want to see stand up, we'll see what happens. Happens all the time. 2 grapplers together end up turning into a slugfest, you know, so that's a treat. If they start grappling, hey, that's a treat too. 2 black belts doing grappling in the cage with the small gloves. You can't miss in that one. Now, you've been watching UFC?
Yes.
Who's your favorite UFC fighter?
Probably Mirab.
Who?
Mirab Dvalishvili, the 135 champion.
No shit. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I like him.
Wow.
I mean, apart from UFC fighters that I know personally, I like his style. You know.
Nice. He's explosive.
Yeah, he's really exciting, I think.
Yeah,
His takedown ability. Yeah.
that's crazy, you know. So have you been working on your takedowns and all this stuff now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been working wrestling. Yeah, over
Possible to take Carrion down?
I think so. I think everybody can be taken down.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, guys. Make sure you guys follow Marques Jones. Follow him on Instagram. DM him directly. Get a ticket from him so you can get a little credit for it. Looking forward to put on another huge event for all the MMA fight fans out there in the Bay Area. And any last words to all your family, friends?
I love you guys, and you know, thanks for following me on this journey. Ready to put on a show.
Make sure you get a ticket from Marques. I'm Zhong signing out. Thank you, brother.
Oh, thanks, sir.